Women are looking for it and men are giving it away. The means with which to have a baby, that is. It's part of what we're calling the new sex, donor sexuals, volunteers willing to help a woman conceive. But are they doing it out of the goodness of their hearts or their gene pools or something else? And what about the women? What drives them to accept an exchange like you've never seen before?
My monitor, it says that I have a high day right now, so it's a good day to inseminate.
Like millions of couples, Beth and Richard are on a quest to have a baby. But unlike most, their labor of love is launching them on a cross-country odyssey. Their destination, a strange hotel room.
That's pretty much my whole gamut of fertility products. If you want a baby, it's worth it.
And an intimate encounter with a perfect stranger.
Okay, he just texted me back. He says he's on the way. Honey, can you help me with the pillows?
So why the need to get pregnant?
I've really felt the need ever since we got married almost 9 years ago.
Their saga started when they discovered Richard's vasectomy could not be reversed. They spent years taking in more than 60 foster children and ended up adopting 2 of the neediest. But at 33 years of age, Beth still yearns to give birth herself.
I sit around with my sisters and they tell me about their experiences, and I just want to know, what does it feel like, you know, to have that baby inside of you.
After 2 years and $14,000 worth of sperm banks and artificial inseminations, Beth and Richard just couldn't afford any more. They'd nearly lost hope. And then one day, Beth turned on her computer and clicked onto a brave new world.
Some people go on the internet for sex. Why can't I go on the internet for sperm?
What did you Google? Free sperm?
Free sperm.
You really can find everything on the internet.
Yes, you really can.
To Beth's surprise, it turns out there's an entire online universe devoted to free sperm donation.
So I want a donor that I can meet.
Just like in the movies.
You want to be able to, you know, shake his hand, and you can't do that at a sperm bank, right? I also want it fresh, you know? I don't think I want it frozen.
There are dozens of websites, like the Free Sperm Donor Registry.
Having a child is a big deal, and there's a lot of people out there say, I don't want to have a child with somebody that I haven't talked to, that I can't meet face to face.
Beth Gardner founded FreeSpermDonorRegistry.com. It offers a list of hundreds of men willing to donate free sperm to thousands of women desperate to conceive.
They have chat rooms, they have forums.
What do I click on something and a picture pops up?
Yeah, you get a picture, you know, you can where they're born, where they went to college.
Reporter Tony Dokapil spent months investigating this new online world for a Newsweek cover story.
It's a weird blend of Facebook, Match.com, and a traditional sperm bank, where you get all this medical information about this person who you might procreate with.
Tony estimates thousands of people use these sites. His research took him to some unexpected places where people donate sperm.
A fairly common location for the exchange is Starbucks.
Starbucks?
Starbucks has a lot of locations.
In the middle of Starbucks?
Yeah, this will be happening right in that one bathroom they always have to occupy.
And you use a cup, like any cup or a coffee cup?
I mean, they'll use a sterile cup.
Okay.
You can get them at a drugstore. Hand the cup to the recipient, who will then go into the bathroom.
And they don't even have to leave the bathroom to inseminate before the sperm cells start dying within minutes, thanks to a handy device known as an Instead cup.
It fits on the cervix. So you put the sample in the Instead cup and then insert the fixture. And then you can walk around freely while nature is taking its course.
A few months ago, Beth discovered the Free Sperm Donor Registry and a donor named Drew Sollenberger.
I listed myself on that site, and fairly quickly I started getting contacts from multiple individuals.
Drew was a brilliant 26-year-old software engineer who does work for government agencies. He's also a member of the Brotherhood who give away their sperm rather than earn thousands of dollars selling it to sperm banks.
Why not go to a sperm bank and donate there? Why do this over the internet and for free?
I prefer to know the child at all possible. As someone who loves children, I still wanted to have a child.
But do you want to get married and have your own kids?
I don't suspect that I will ever choose to get married.
Why not?
I am, by nature, a bit of an introvert.
You know that there is probably out there a bit of an assumption that guys like you are, you know, a little...
Many people do distrust sperm donors. There are some who do this for the wrong reasons, but there are many good donors.
Drew is an extreme altruist who donates thousands of dollars to charity and even donated one of his kidneys to a child. Today, Drew was traveling to a Maryland hotel room.
This is how you have a baby.
Beth and Richard have come here all the way from Wyoming to inseminate with the man they've never met before.
I'm just curious, what do you use? I mean, in the movies, you see a turkey baster.
You just use a regular syringe.
4th floor.
Draw in the semen with the syringe. You lay down on the bed, prop your hips up. What do you say? Come on in.
Thank you.
This is my husband, Richard.
Hi, Drew. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you so convinced that Drew should be your donor?
I had talked to him. He told me what he believed. He told me about the charities he gave to. I knew he wasn't there for the wrong reasons. I just knew he was a good guy, and I knew that I wanted to work with him.
Beth and Drew conduct a kind of awkward first dance.
It's good to meet you.
She needs to know he will be good and safe as a partner. At a traditional sperm bank, there's the assurance that the semen has been frozen for 6 months and thoroughly tested for diseases. That is not the case here.
Now, how do you know, because you haven't had a sperm bank screening, Drew, how do you know this is safe?
When he donated his kidney to a child, he had to be screened by the hospital for, I'm sure, every possible disease. And he's also been screened for STDs, and he's given me that paperwork.
But you're really trusting. You're out on a limb, basically trusting that he is who he says he is.
Yeah.
Armed with a good gut feeling, Beth is ready to go to the next step.
Okay, so we'll go downstairs then, and I'll have my phone on me.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Drew.
See you soon.
All right.
Drew retreats to the bathroom with a cup and his imagination. Downstairs, Beth and Richard don't have to wait long for Drew's text.
Drew says he's done. He's ready for us.
Now it's time for Beth to begin her part in the process.
It's ready for you in there.
Okay, thanks.
Is that a weird moment when Drew's handing you this?
It's a little bit different, but
You don't feel embarrassed? He doesn't feel embarrassed?
I think my husband feels more embarrassed than we do.
Is that true, Richard?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Pretty much say, okay, goodbye, you know, well, thank you, goodbye. I mean, how can you ever thank someone for that? You ready? Yeah. Okay.
While Beth positions the pillows to ensure maximum effect,
Get a couple pillows to put my hips up on.
final delivery of this gift is entrusted to Richard.
Flip off my shoes. So we inseminated, and I have my hips up on the pillow underneath this big old burrito here. And my knees are right here. I just keep them up as long as possible. The syringe is still in. We'll leave it in for probably about 15 minutes. Thank you for your support with this. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's important for him to be there. Mm-hmm. That way I can say he was there at conception. He will be the father of the baby.
And Richard is there over the next 5 days.
Anything interesting?
No.
As Beth and Drew repeat the now familiar ritual of insemination.
Says he's done.
They will know in a few anxious weeks if Beth is pregnant.
You know that there are people out there watching this right now thinking,
We're crazy.
you're naive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and it is a leap of faith, but it's what's best for us. When you look at these babies that we've adopted and all the struggles that they've gone through, we love both of our babies so much, and we love their mothers for choosing us. That's how I feel about Drew at this time, too. He's giving me this gift that how many other people would freely give.
Okay.